Welcome to all of you who have joined us and who will be joining us. Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this part of this world connected by internet. Very happy to be with you after, I think, lapse of one short month. I've been traveling here in the in America. So I know you've been also been busy doing your thing, your degree. So very happy to be with you to give you an update of what we have today. Uh, to share with you. I think something that you will very much be like to be part of. That's like a bouquet of light, as I always say that bouquet or banquet of light, however you want to say that. So what we will do is always we like, excuse me, we have a beautiful invocation from Lord Krishna. It's an audio invocation. So, Jay, if you can please display that on the screen, so if people want to follow that, this wording as the Guru Ma will make that invocation on behalf of all of us. So, thank you.
O mighty river of light, cascading from the great central sun, purify us now. Let the river of life pass through us. Let us receive now the impartation of Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and the Divine Mother, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Come forth now, quicken and balance our threefold flame. In the victory of love, show forth unto us wise dominion and the full manifestation of God's holy will. We call for the nourishing of all servants of God, all children in the earth, all elemental life. We call for the healing of the earth body and the bodies of all people. We call for the mitigation of world karma by the violet flame, by the divine love of intercession of Almighty God. We celebrate now the great victory of Lord Krishna in our hearts. Come now, Lord Krishna, intensify that sacred fire. Come as the dispeller of all darkness. Come as the great Avatara. Come forth as God manifestation within us. Truly we acknowledge thee and invoke thee. Come forth, Brahma. Come forth, Vishnu. Come forth, Shiva. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and the Divine Mother. Amen.
So I see some of your smiling faces. Welcome, welcome Raneji, welcome Sarika ji, welcome Mohini ji, welcome JP Saab, and so nice to see you, all of you. And we have more friends coming. So I think what we have today, I've been attending for 2 weeks a conference in Montana. You know, it's every 3 months we have a conference, but this one is the biggest of the 4 conferences of a year. This one is like many people come from all over the world. But I was away for 2 weeks. I will be sharing with you some of the highlights of this. What I think maybe benefit all of us, and I'd like to have your input also. You may have some questions on some other things that I want to share, and so I think it's a very joyous, next. 2 hours, hour and a half, or 2 hours. So I'm looking forward to that. What I did was today was I focused this presentation that I'm sharing with you on Divine Mother. I don't know why I thought of Divine Mother Durga Ma, and so I wanted to really have something devotionally beginning with her, honoring her presence. As you know, the invocation we heard from Guru Ma about Lord Krishna, she said that we celebrate the victory of Lord Krishna in our hearts. Then she, welcome the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, which is a threefold flame. Brahma is the in our threefold flame represents the blue plume, and you may know that, you may not know that. And the Vishnu ji represent the yellow plume in our center of our, and Shiva presents the pink plume. So we have a threefold flame, which is it's not known in our outside our Ascended Master teaching that threefold flame represents the presence of God as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, as a creator, as preserver, as a destroyer of negativity, but also that makes us as co-creator. That is a co-preserver and co-destroyer in an active role, not as a passive role. That a lot of time we worship that because threefold flame is in our heart, but we also have a role to play as a partner. And that is something that I think not known to many people. I did not know that when I was practicing my own, religion, Sikhism. I did not know that all these teachings. So I think there's a new revelation which adds on to what we already know that tier by tier, and that gives us more broader and deeper perspective of looking at things that when I speak for myself, it's a daily process. It's a when I say it's an hourly process. It's a minute by minute process of what we call it enlightenment, but also we call it as a daily process of making moksha. So now, sometimes people think that moksha happens at one time. Yeah, it happens at one time eventually, but it's a daily process that happening moment by moment. We are ascending daily. We are ascending moment by moment as our consciousness raises. So these are some of the things that I like to be sharing with you today. As we honor the presence of Divine Mother Durga Ma with us. So Jay, I'd like to welcome all of you in a while, and as we have a few more minutes. But Jay, can we have the picture of Divine Mother and Durga that I had enclosed, and then we can sing that. We have two bhajans to Durga Ma. One is the Om Mata Shri Mata, which is sung by the devotees of our of Summit Lighthouse. And then after I like to play an invocation, video invocation by Durga Ma. I'll talk about that in a minute. Just about, and after that we sing another excerpt to Durga Ma also. Is Jai Durga, which is in the voice of the messenger Guru Ma, we call her. So I think let's begin with the first one, please. The Om Mata Shri Mata. It's about 2 minute long bhajan.
Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma Om Mata Shri Mata Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma. Om Mata Shri Mata. Om Shri Mata Durga Ma.
I'd like to welcome on behalf of the Chananda Culture Society, all of you who have joined and will be joining us, all of us who are on the YouTube, also on the Facebook, and who are with us. So welcome uh, all of you. Welcome Pradeep ji, Satija ji, Rane ji, Pawan ji, Vikram ji, Dr. Ranjit Singh, Lavina ji, JP Saab, Sarika ji, Mohini ji, Dr. Dr. Ranjit ji, I see you twice here, so welcome. Also, Belinda ji, welcome, and all others. Very nice to have you, all of us. As I said, our session today is really, we'll be looking at, we'll be offering the decrease hours. Many of you have been faithfully giving decree hours there for the month of July and been putting on the WhatsApp also. So Poonam has given me the total. I will share with you that total little bit later, and will then we start the new matrix for the month of August, and I'll talk something more about the how we going to be doing that in month of August. What is the schedule or schedule we call it, for the month of August. So before we go too far, I think we are focusing on Divine Mother. I like to play an dictation excerpt from Divine Mother from Durga. She only gave one dictation to Summit Lighthouse. So there are many dictations. We call them dictations which were given since 1958. First by Mark Prophet, who made his ascension in 1973. And after that was given by Elizabeth K. Prophet, his late wife. We call her Guruma. We call her Guruma to her also. So this dictation from uh, Divine Mother Durga Ma was given on December 31st, 1991. 1991, December 31st was last day of the year. So some of you might be thinking, well, I was not there. It was many years ago, and maybe whatever she is going to be saying, maybe that applies to me, maybe it does not apply to me. All these human questions which are sometimes come up from our mind. We have been told that these dictations, like we call it Vedas. We have those what dictated by the Rishi Munis, and they downloaded, which I received by them, is called downloaded by them. And they are, whenever we chant, people chant them, those mantras, they are there, they invoke the light. Same thing is about in our Guru Granth Sahib, we have we call it Bani, Turki Bani, we call it, Japji Sahib, Rehraz Sahib, we have different, Shabads, Guru Bani. So that is eternal. That is not really given on a certain time to certain people, and then it goes away. The light radiation is always there, and that is really the key. So I will be playing that dictation. It is available also. You can go to, if you want to listen to the whole or read the whole dictation, not listen to it, but read the whole dictation. It is available you can go to YouTube and put your Sunday Master, I think, dictations, a Sunday Master dictation, and then it is published as a Pearl of Wisdom, volume 35, number 5, dated February 2nd, 1992. So these all dictations are there for everyone to read. It's not really private property, or it's not something that people are not supposed to read that, or only certain privileged people. It's not like that. So it's open to all of us. A Sunday Master Library, that's the word. You can go to Google, put the word Sunday Master Library, then you get these, open up this page, and then you have a dictation, put in the search column Durga, and then you see on the scroll, you see different masters' names, and then you can find that one. That's how you can access all those dictations, you know, free of charge, if I can say that word also. So I'm going to make a prayer to Durgama on behalf of all of us, on behalf of what is the purpose of this meeting today, because you're offering the hours, that people have faithfully given, degree hours to the Master, multiplying those hours for the healing of ourselves, our family members, also our our people in our city, in our country, in our nation, and all the whole planet as well. So that is the purpose. Before we do that, it's a video, except you will be seeing that. I will talk about some of the wording that you may not be able to follow what she's saying, what she's, in a dictation. It's about 2 minutes long, as I said. I'll explain to you the meaning of some of those wording so we can follow that. So can you can say your own prayers while you are listening to Durga Ma's dictation. You can call her because it is really real. And when I say dictation, these are the wording of God. She was consort. You know, talking to you personally, talking to all of us individually and collectively. So whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your bothering you, whatever you want to offer to God, when you go to temple, or gurdwara or church or mosque, that's the presence of God which is inside of our heart. So, with that kind of devotion, we can offer your prayers. So I'll make a prayer on behalf of all of us. In the name of the I am that I am, we call to Divine Mother, we call the beloved Durga Ma. We offer ourselves, all of us who are present here, as one heart, one mind, one body, one soul. We have our different issues, beloved Mother, beloved Durga Ma, our burdens that only you know, that as we make them known to you also, please heal us individually, all of us, also heal our family members, heal everything that is going on that we do not know how to deal with those issues, those problems, those challenges, those troubles that seemingly sometimes seem so big. We ask for the same thing for the healing of our nation, our planet, people in our planet, all our elemental life, the people, all this different kind of suffering, different rains, flooding, diseases, sicknesses, all that starvation, everything that is going on, as we offer you our devotion, our love, as your children, as your sons and daughters also, who know our responsibility, who we really are, and we ask you to lead us, each one by the hand, take us to your bosom, hold us tight, close to your chest, to your heart, and impart to us your love individually as we listen to your wording right now. Jay, my friend, all yours. Can you play that?
As I intensify the fire of the ruby ray in the earth, this earth is due for a cleansing, and there are many ghosts of ancient pasts that now are dissolved for my coming. I am come in the physical body of the messenger, I am come in the physical bodies of the chelas who are present, and I manifest the glory of God. I manifest a fire increasing for the consuming of all stultification and all toxins that are no part of your being. Power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray. Therefore go forth, cosmic Christ purity, cosmic God purity of the ruby ray of the Divine Mother, go forth. Therefore, in answer to the calls of the servants of God this day, let that dragon be bound, let the beast be bound, let the astral planes be cleared, let the desire bodies of all the race of light bearers throughout this cosmos be cleared. I am releasing the flame, I am releasing the flame. You then pick up your swords and release your flames this day, beloved ones. Know that I shall charge through you, as shall all of the angels and the mighty ones of God who are with me. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am the intensification of the God flame right within your heart, and I strengthen the physical heart, the etheric chalice, the chakra, the threefold flame. I strengthen your temples, and you ought to strengthen them yourselves by finally coming into alignment with the true nectar of God and the balance of cosmic forces. Yes, let the cosmic forces of yin and yang find you prepared in every cell and atom of your being, beloved.
You might be thinking about why she was wielding the sword in her hand. So that is a sword. And the masters have told us that that's the sword. That's a sword, the Buddhic sword kind of, that use. It's not very sharp, but a sword is a sacred word. SWORD. Sacred word is a word that comes from our throat chakra, but the sword represents that sacred word what we use through decrees. We call them decrees. We call them mantras. The word mantra is always known to us in our Hindu scriptures. So the sword is a sacred word. Why sacred word? Because we are we have we are the sons and daughters of God. We have a threefold flame that is, as I said earlier, represents the presence of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Blue plume, yellow plume, and pink plume. The, the blue plume represents Brahmaji, pink plume represents Shiva, and the yellow plume in the center represents Vishnuji. So that's the threefold flame in our heart that we have to. So that is a new teaching. Uh, I did not know that before I joined this group, Summit Lighthouse, many years ago. And you might be learning a lot of new things, about that the presence of God in us. We know that. We know the plume, we know the jyoti or jyot, we call it in our art. But the colors of the jyot are three colors. That is a threefold flame. That is very, very important teaching because the threefold flame is connected to the heart of God, all the way down up to we call it the source, which is the great central sun, our source. So a lot of new teachings, a lot of new points that we help us to educate and use them and become that. And that is the empowerment of using when we do your degrees. We'll be talking about that also. What she's saying about the ruby ray, you might be thinking, what is ruby ray? I never heard that. Well, we have 7 colors of the 7 chakras. So there are 7 colors of the 7 chakras that are not the same colors as you might be thinking on the Google, that they have different, that those are not the colors. The 7 colors are different colors, that they all come from the blue color, yellow color, and pink color are the three-fold flame color as I mentioned. For the base of that is a white color. So we have 4 colors right there that we know that of the chakras. So these 4 colors are imparted to 4 chakras. The remaining 3 chakras, they get the colors by the combination of these is 3 colors. You get like violet color. Violet color comes when the pink and blue color are combined. We get the violet color. When the pink color is in excess, we get the violet color. When the blue and the yellow is combined, we get the green color like this. So you can see that the 7 colors come from this combination of these 3, 4 flame colors. Not really what you see on the Vibhagi or that you see different colors and different. So there are a lot of teaching, misteaching that people have put it, and people have been following it because they did not know anything better. Now Sunday masters are giving us the correct version of the colors, chakras, teaching anything because why? Because they want us to know that we are sons and daughters of God, and we have a throat chakra, and we have a ruby color also. Where does the ruby color come from? Ruby color is an intense pink color. What is intense pink color means? Pink is the color of love. Intense pink is a color when people become totally submerged, subsumed, consumed, and totally become the selflessness is another quality of love. So that is a ruby color. Service. Okay, service you can say, well, people can do service many ways, but when people serve selflessly, that is called service. That is a ruby color property. Another property of ruby ray is a sacrifice. Sacrifice of what? Sacrifice of human ego. Letting it go, it's not easy to let it go. So that is when we come to that level of sacrificial, letting it go, departing from it, that's called ruby color, understanding of the ruby color. So the next one is the surrender. Surrender is also another. You can say, I can surrender this, I can surrender that, but that's a different level of surrender. A human level, which we call it the pink love, the love, human love that we say. Human love is sometimes relative. Relative means, what is a relative? Relative is really, you want to love someone, we also don't, sometimes we love someone, sometimes we don't love someone. That is a relative love. And ruby love is unconditional love. It's always there, always love. So that is called the ruby love. That is the difference between ruby and pink love. So ruby love is unconditional. It's really, I'll give you one word for that. If I want to really apply it to myself, or if you want to apply it to yourself, you are sons and daughters of God. When you're becoming that again, because we have lost that paradise, that thinking. When we are reclaiming that oneness with God, we have to think as a Bhagwan ke beti ya bete, how I will see things, how I will feel things, how I will talk things, how I will, how, शेर के बच्चे शेर की तरह, भगवान के बच्चे भगवान की तरह, मनुष्य के बच्चे मनुष्य की तरह. So we are becoming from human beings to divine beings. How God sees things, how God loves things, how God behaves, how God processes things. So that is the measure of what's what Durga Ma was saying through that dictation excerpt through Ma, or through Guru Ma, that you heard that Ruby love, about Ruby love. So that is the whole thing. I've given many things on Ruby love, in the past discourses on Sundays. So we can, I'll be talking more about it in the future services about the Ruby love, how we can embody that. But so I wanted you to know that this dictation is available also on the Facebook. It is being recorded right now also, so you can always go back and visit. I have many also things on the YouTube under my name, Jaspal Soni. You can put that, and you can see I got about 50 or 60 YouTube clips we have put on different topics. That you may want to really go and see that and listen to them and see what this teaching is really what is Satyog, which is right here and now. This is consciousness of Satyog, that sometimes we think Satyog is going to come maybe next life and not my lifetime, or those are some of the myths, some of the wrong programming, some of the wrong opinions people have that about they want us to procrastinate and keep on doing what we are doing. So I think that those are some of my thoughts I want to share with you. And I have a question and answer also ceremony also. So what do we do? We want to close this part and want to have and Jay, can you play that in Guru Ma's voice? The Durga Ma, Jai Durga, and in her voice she sings beautifully. So we close this portion with Guru Ma's voice. Bhajan again. Can I have a picture of Durga Ma again on the screen? And we can play that one in Guru Ma's voice. So 2 minute long excerpt.
Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durga. Jaya Durga, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durga, Jaya Durga, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durga. Durage, Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durage, Jaya Durage, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durage, 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 Shiva, Shiva, Jaya Durage, Jaya 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 Durage, 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 Shiva, Shiva.
I like to share with you a couple of points from that dictation, which one she did not say that, but it's on the dictation. So that I remember that, and she said that don't you want to be a little Durgas? This is Durga is saying to you and me and everyone. Don't you want to be like me, little Durgas? And what does that mean? That means we can be like Durga because we have a threefold flame in our heart, which is Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. We are sons and daughters of God. And that is the reason why it's not a blasphemy. It's not making fun. It's not saying that, oh, this is a myth. This is not possible. This is this is that. So I would like to share with you that we have that spark of threefold flame, which is a new thing, for many of you, for many of us, that we have a threefold flame. But that threefold flame can be expanded. It's a 1/16th of an inch threefold flame, but it can be expanded by first of all acknowledging that we have a threefold flame. Then we can all put our attention on that. It's in the center of our heart, right between chest cavities, right here. It's connected to the, yeah, as you can look at the chart of the presence, it's connected to our higher self and then connected to the I am higher self is called the Atma, and the I am presence is called Paramatma. So Jivatma is right here in the threefold flame. Jivatma, Atma, and Paramatma. Those are the three vibrations, the kind of vibrations that we can are one. When we chant that Om, the three vibrations become one and in the center of our heart. So I'm going to share with you something intricate, very simple, but very, very meaningful, because sometimes we ignore those kind of little things, because no one taught us, no one told us. No one told me, when I was searching, when I was seeking and all those things. So, but God Almighty within us, I am that I am, we call it. Brahmasmi, we call it, whatever name we call it. Om Tat Sat Om, and the name we call it, Vaheguru we call it, whatever name we call it. And it led us to this point of understanding that who we really are. I am that I am. I'm sons and daughters of God. So this is my something that hopefully will, because we are coming to the point of decrease, so this is connected with decrease. Decrease are not in our vocabulary. We have mantras, but not decrease. We have in Sikhism, we have bhajan, we have shabads. We have Gurbani, we have a part that we have a devotional part. is very strong, which is very good. You have praise part, which is very good. You have meditation part, which is very good. All these things are very good. They help us to really connect with our get us peace and harmony. What we do not have is because it's like imagine a child going to a school, kindergarten level, and then going to the next level of the primary school, then going to middle school, then go to high school, then go to college level, then you go, all those different rungs of ladder. So the next rung of ladder is really, decrease is really commanding energies of God. People say, how can you command the energies of God, just Paul? We are हम लोग तो पापी हैं, हम लोगों ने तो पाप किए हैं, भगवान को हम कमांड कैसे कर सकते हैं? So that is a other side of that is this. That is a myth. That is a myth by people who do not know that we have a threefold flame, or they do not want to know that, do not want to stay in that state of wherever they are, ignorance, and so prayers is okay. Prayer, I'm coming to the point of prayers, and everything else I mentioned are okay. Now, this is really, we are talking about being partners with God. When there are two partners, you and God, they're partners in the equation. So one partner is silent. I'm just Paul. I'm silent. I'm asking God, मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए. God, I need this, I need that. So God gives me this, everything. So I am a silent partner. I don't want to be silent partner. I want to be both of us. God wants me to be an active partner. God wants me to sit in the driver's seat, or to drive my own life, drive my own car, rather than sitting next to, God is driving my car. That's what people tell me. Bhagwan karte hain mere, God is doing everything. I'm just an instrument of God. I'm just a catalyst of God. These are good things to say that as a humility. I'm telling you that. But I learned from this conference I attended very recently that after a certain while, when we know that our ego is in check, we are not inflating our ego when we say this, what I'm going to say right now, that I am God, I am light. Sometimes people say God is light, God is the doer. I'm not the doer. That is okay to say that. But after when we have mastered that, we still stay sometime outside the light, outside the God, and we are not active partners. That's what my point here is this. Sometime when we have our ego in place, have checked out, we have become one with God, we have to jump inside the ruby fire. That's the ruby fire I'm talking about. Ruby fire is becoming one with God, not sitting outside the pool, watching that this is a ruby pool, very good, looks very nice. I don't want to jump in it, because it looks very nice. This is something light. Light looks very good, but I don't want to become light. God is light. So we deprive ourselves from that holy experience of becoming I am that I am, becoming Aham Brahmasmi, using the science of the spoken word as commanding decrees. We give decrees, but we give decrees as thinking that God is a doer. I'm not negating that. That is in one compartment of our being, that God is the doer. I'm not the doer, but we have overcome that. We have passed that test. We have passed that initiation with God. Now we have to become God. I am that, become light. And that is the purpose of doing decrees with commanding, making things happen in your life, not as a beggar. As a मुझे ये चाहिए भगवान, मुझे वो चाहिए. Sometimes we remain beggar all our life. Begging is a stage. The next stage is becoming, from beggar, you become abundant. You have abundant life in you, and you become with humility, with ruby ray qualities I mentioned. What are the ruby ray qualities? Sacrifice, surrender, selflessness, and service. These are the four pillars, 4 points. When we master these, when we begin to master these four pillars, then we can command the energies of God with full force, with humility, with power, empowerment. And that is the point I think I wanted to bring to you. That this was the point I learned from this conference I attended. That I learned quite a few other things. I will not go into that today, but this was in the future workshop. I will share with you something also, that one of the teaching was Almoria's lecture was that Santa Master Almoria said we can fail as a chela. We can fail. And I said, how can we fail? As a chela, we can fail because when we live in this consciousness of God is a doer, and we have this we deprive ourselves, we can fail ourselves. We can be really sitting next to God and saying, I don't want to become God because I'm so, this and that and this and that, and I'm poppy, I'm sinner, I've done this thing wrong, I have done that thing wrong. We fail to forgive ourselves. We fail like that. We have to know the law inside out as a how a son and daughter of God will think, how a son and daughter of God will feel, how a son and daughter of God will behave, how a son and daughter of God will say words. That is the point I want to share with you today as we offer our decrees. Hours. We have Poonam has given me the hours of the decrees for the month of July. It was 208 hours total. And thank you for all of you who have been doing your decrees faithfully and logging them on the WhatsApp. And and so what Master have given us many dispensation how we can multiply these hours, to 208 hours. So I do not know all of the dispensation, but I know if I knew all of them, sometimes they go into billions of hours, but I will not go into that far. I just Master have told us we can square them. 208 times 208, and that the total is 43,264 hours. So that we have. Thank you for all of Chananda prayer group and all of you. And I'll be giving the new matrix for the month of August that you can keep on doing that half an hour. You can do that for half an hour or more if you want to do that. Then you can log it in your own on the WhatsApp group and for the month of August. And then at the end of the month in August, we will have a similar ritual like this and we'll offer those decrees to the masters. So there are 43,264 hours that we have. So I like to offer these decrees before we go to I have a new matrix that I want to unveil with you, for the month of August, as I said before. So let's do this part. So, Jay, can we have the picture of Guruma or a picture of any Sunday master that you have, or maybe Ganeshji or any deity on the screen that you can put it so uh, I can we can collectively offer those hours so the master in a ritual of prayer that we do always. Thank you. Thank you. This is Saint Germain. You can you can say your prayers, you can bow your head, you can however you want to look at the picture, you can call to Saint Germain. I'll make a prayer on behalf of all of us, Sunday Master Saint Germain, who is the hierarch or the master of the Aquarian age. He's a master of violet flame, the knowledge of violet flame that and many teachings that he has given, he has given us, he's our mentor, our guru, our teacher, and perpetually on our inner light, and who is showing us the way and will continue to show us until we become the fullness of I am that I am, of God's self. So I'll say pray on behalf of all of us. Oh, beloved Saint Germain and beloved Portia, Mother Portia, goddess of justice, goddess of opportunity, beloved Saint Germain, the hierarch of the Aquarian age, the master of the next 2000 years who's of bringing us this blessing of the teaching, of the understanding of the decrees and the science of alchemy behind these decrees that gives us meant to give us the abundant life, the balance between the spiritual and the abundant life, the middle way of tutoring, of becoming, of embodying, of showing the people, showing ourselves, and working with our higher self, our I am that I am, our Krishna consciousness, our 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 Christ consciousness, 24/7, walking hand in hand, becoming one with you. We offer these hours of 43,264 from on behalf of the Chananda prayer group of the Chananda Culture Society that people have been devoted, your sons and daughters have been devotedly giving and continue to give. So we ask you to please multiply these hours by the greatest law, by the greatest law, as much as the law will allow for this and send them blessings to each and every one of us, all of us who have been giving and who have not been even giving, to give them the illumination and understanding to know the meaning of this decrease, the sacred word, the sword of the throat chakra coming from the heart chakras, the meaning of that, and show them the results of this decrease in their life, bringing them abundance and prosperity and happiness and joy and healing and wholeness and everything else in their four Lord bodies, in their families and in their neighbors and in their town and in their cities and in their countries and in their on the planetary body. Transmit all the engines of war and records of war all over the planet where are coming from coming wherever they are coming. Protect every nation, every nation is a sovereign, as a sovereign nation, as an independent nation in the golden age, beloved Saint Germain. All that can be given by the lords of karma to, to bless everyone and every nation, every individual who's part of this Sunday Master teaching or not, who is waiting to be received this blessing of the Sunday Master teaching in their household, in their life, in their daily ritual, whatever can be done, beloved lords of karma, to heal this planet of ours from all sickness and diseases and all that is not of the light. We ask you to inspire each and every one of us, whoever who are the part of our group, who are in the personal life, they are suffering from their financial reasons or sicknesses or relationships or whatever is causing them burden by not able to think and process and love each other. Heal them, beloved Saint Germain, beloved Lords of Karma. Appeal to you on behalf of every everyone individual who's part of this antakarana of life on the internet, on the Facebook, on the live session, and who will be listening to it perpetually, whatever can be given. We pray to you, beloved Mahavatar Babaji, honest and the master of the Himalayas. Please hear our prayer, beloved, in every religion. Bring people as as one group, one race, one body, one soul, one mind, one consciousness of God. I am that I am. We ask you, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Hanumanji and all the ascended master, protect everyone in their live stream, whatever they are doing 24/7. So bring them to the higher level every moment of their life. In the holy name of God, I am that I am. In the holy name of God, Sanat Kumara. In the holy name of God, that is Kartikeya and Guru and Gautama Buddha, Lord Maitreya, Jesus Christ, Padma Sambhava, Guruma and Lanello. It is done, it is finished, it is sealed, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. Om, I am that I am. Amen. Thank you, all of you. Now we're going to be doing our next ritual for the the decrease for the month of August. And can we have
We're not able to hear you. Your internet has issues.
yeah, if you can find that the second package, we
Sir,
have
I
the
was not able to hear you. Can you please repeat again, sir? Thank you.
okay, thank you. Yeah, so we have this decrease. Puna will be posting out on the WhatsApp group. I think that new decrease, you will like this ritual that you have been doing that faithfully. So this is another half an hour, as I said, or more. You can do that, and I will try to do that because I want to leave some time for the at the end for the question and answers. At the end, I'm sure you have many questions you want to. I want to really give you, and I'm looking at the watch. We're already 1 hour into that, so I like to finish at the next 15 minutes, and then we can have this question and answer that you have, or comments or anything else that you like to make. And I have a couple of announcements also that I will say that how we want to proceed for the month of August. I will be returning to India on September 6th. So I like to share with you what we'll be doing for the month of August. We have a Wall Flame decrease that on a Tuesday morning from 6 to 8 a.m. So we'll be beginning that starting this Tuesday, and then we have the every Tuesday we'll continue to do that. Are we ready, Jay?
Sir, I'm not able to hear anything. Can you please repeat what you want me to play or put?
Oh yeah, can we play that the ritual for the month of? I think I sent you second package. I sent you 2 links. One, yeah, this is the one. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I said. So I have some decrees also attached. As I will announce that, we will give those decrees. So this is a ritual for the month of August. It's a new ritual. So I think most of you are familiar with this. So going to begin with that. I'd like to welcome Shri Niwaji. Like to welcome also Raj ji and also Rita Lamba ji who have joined us. So this is as you know, you will be doing that on your own. Some of you who are new one, I'll encourage you to please try this one also if you have not done that. Many of you have been doing that, but I'll encourage the newcomers also. And so for the sake of the newcomers, I'm going to explain how we do that. So you can see item A, B, C, D through that. So item A is meditation for centering in the heart. So we always do that first thing. So Jay, can you display the picture of the Buddha of the Ruby Ray and then play the meditation for 3.42 minutes long? And so we can listen to these words of Guru Maharaj's meditation before we begin our decrees. Yeah, that's the one. And you can play the meditation.
The second perfection is the perfection of the precepts. To practice and pursue the precepts of the law. Sumedha flowed with the determination of the mother of the world to drink from the fount of her holy wisdom, to assimilate each precept line by line, facet by facet, catching sparkles of the diamond shining mind of God. And by the alchemy of the perfection of alms already perfected, to make each facet of the mind of God a sharpened arrow of the mind of man, an arrow that would reach the mark in kind of the Creator's mind from whence it came. So then, the one who would walk the way of the Buddha must the perfections of the law perfect, these 10 for the mastery of the secret rays within, without, and each of the 5 rays of the fiery core contains within itself the mastery of the Father, the mastery of the Mother. Om Buddha. Om Namo Buddha. Om Tathagata. Om Buddha of the light. Enter now my soul. Enter. Be my soul. Be thyself within my soul. Come make me whole. Clear me now by thy transparent light. Let me be the freedom of the light, the freedom to free all life, all sentient beings from unreality. This is my prayer.
I like to add few things here about, might be someone asked me some time ago, we are not Buddhist, we are Hindus, we are Sikhs, we are different religions. Why are we talking about Buddha? In as a Hindus or as a Sikhs, why are we doing that? That's a good question, by the way. All questions are good questions. The answer that I have, you know, share with you, and you may have a different answer also, is that Buddha, the word Buddha means one who is enlightened. It's not a word that's connected with a religion or same thing. It's not, the word Sikh is not really connected with a Sikh. It's a Shishya. Sikh, teach is a student. Shishya, that's where it came from. Seeker, who is always looking for some answer. So the word, when we do this Buddha meditation, or when we pray to Buddha, we are asking for enlightenment, which is really opposite of the ignorance. Ignorance makes us in certain compartmentalization of thinking only my way, highway kind of thing. But when you become the enlightened, you come out of that box. You think that things are around us also are as they are, as sons and daughters of God, as God sees them. That was a point. Also, so another point is that this is another point I want to share with you, why we have the teaching of different religions. Buddha, Lord Gautama Buddha is the Lord of the world. He is a master Lord of the world. I think we gave it teaching on Sanat Kumara some time ago. And after Sanat Kumara went back to Venus in 1956, he passed the torch to Gautama Buddha as the Lord of the world. So he is how Lord of the world is selected. I talked about that also. One who has the highest attainment for the Divine Mother, devotion to the Divine Mother. It's opposite of Tai Chi. So Buddha is a masculine energy. Divine Mother is a feminine energy. So it's like Tai Chi plus minus flow. So my highest attainment that for the father is the Buddha, highest attainment to the mother that you have to balance it out. That's how the candidate is selected as a Lord of the world. So Buddha's mastery is also the mastery of the five secret rays. The other masteries of the Atma's mastery, Atma becomes Buddha. Atma becomes Buddha. Atma has the first mastery. Atma has the first mastery of the seven rays, and then it becomes the. I think I have the. Excuse me. I'm going to get rid of this thing on my. Okay. Okay. So Atma has the mastery become the higher self. Is a mastery of the seven rays. Then Atma has mastery of the five. We also have five secret rays, and that is one. You did not know that. I did not know that there are five sacred rays also. There are seven colors of the seven chakras, which are the seven mastery of those seven colors. Then there are five secret ray colors around the heart chakra, which the colors are not known. One of them is ruby color. Other four colors we are not known. We have, as we become the Buddha, we are shown those colors of the massive, as we master those five colors. So this is the reason why we come out of the box and we like to master the qualities of the Buddhahood, also qualities of the Christ, which is a Christian consciousness, we call it, Guru Nanak consciousness, we call it, but any religion, it's not really pertain to Christianity or Buddhism or Sikhism or this or that, it's really open box. The spirituality is an open box, open teaching for everyone to really master. So Jay, that was my point. Can you go back to the matrix again? I think we'll continue doing our decrees. The next one, item B. So we did item A. Now this one is we have done that meditation with Buddha. I thought this will be a good song to invoke the will of God. What is the will of God? Will of God is, we call it, sometimes we know that, sometimes we do not know that the correct meaning of the will of God. When we are doing the will of God, that's why we have a decrease for the will of God also in our decree book. Then we are secure, we are safe, we don't get worried. We don't, our mind doesn't go, why things are happening this way, or why things are not happening my way, or why things, whatever. Sometimes we pray for things, things do not happen. And we think like, oh my God is not, why God is angry with me, or why God is not giving me this thing. We forget that the will of God is, every prayer is heard. Whatever we receive, maybe now or maybe later, the will of God according to God's own timetable. So that is why it's important to know this, the will of God. So can we sing that? It's on YouTube. I'll be sending you this one also. Lo, I am come to do thy will, O God. So lo means here, O God. Lo means, okay, so hurrah, or you can say, here I am doing your will, O God. So let's play that one, please, Jay. The picture that you saw, it was Ascended Master Almoria. He is the master of the will of God. He's called the Chohan, or the master of the first ray, which is the will of God, the blue ray. So he's holding in his hand some, I think holding in his hand is something maybe blue, something colored gift that you want to. So he's a very loving master. You can find more about Almoria. We go to TSL Encyclopedia on the Google and search under Almoria. You'll find he's a diamond heart, his will of God, the discipline, everything that he teaches. I think that is a. So I thought these will be two, A and B will be really give us the basis to really get connected with when we do our decrease work in item C onwards. So item C is called to the fire breath. So this is something very important, is the breathing. Can we have the decree 1.01J? Well, I want to explain what is the call to the fire breath. Yeah, thank you. Now this is the decree that's given when we breathe in and breathe out. We call it prana, we call it oxygen, we call it life essence, we call it by different names. But Sunday masters have told us through the teaching that when a child is born, when when the umbilical cord is cut from the womb of the mother, and the very first breath the child breathes on his own is initiated by a Sunday master called Mahachohan. He breathed in the nostril of the child, everyone who's born, and that is called the fire breath. Why not? Why called fire? And why not it's called only breath? Because it is a fire of God that comes from the great central sun to the crystal cord. If you look at the chart of the I am presence, this is where the light begins. The life begins, I'm sorry. And the child starts breathing. So it is a fire breath that comes from the great central sun, from the heart of Alpha and Omega. This is how the heart, this is how we are connected with the umbilical cord. We call it crystal cord. It's not visible, but we are connected with the umbilical cord when this, when the umbilical cord is cut from the mother's womb, that umbilical cord gets connected with higher self. So this is one. So I'm going to give that, you can give it 3 times as I written, and please know that the meaning of, as I'm going to be explaining that also very shortly. So like you can give together with me. So you'll know the rhythm of that. It goes like this. I am the fire breath of God from the heart of Beloved Alpha and Omega. This day I am the immaculate concept in expression everywhere I move. Now I am full of joy, for now I am the full expression of divine love. My beloved, I am presence. Seal me now within the very heart of the expanding fire breath of God. That is purity, wholeness, and love. Manifest everywhere I am today and forever. You can do it 3 times or more. And closing. I accept this done right now with full power. I am this done right now with full power. I am God life, expressing perfection always at all times. This which I call forth for myself, I call forth for every man, woman, and child on this planet. Remember what I said earlier? Who's who's giving this decree? God in you. You are sons and daughters of God. With authority, with focus, with concentration. You are giving that. So this says the third line, this day I am the immaculate concept. You might be thinking, what is immaculate concept? Immaculate concept is a positive thought of about yourself, about everyone. So when you are thinking the positive concept, positive thought about yourself, you bring that into our life. What we think, what we say, we magnetize. So sometimes if you do not like someone, person, neighbor, someone in the you had a quarrel, had a problem with the issue, and we're thinking about that person negatively. That is not what it is, because when we think about negatively about person, that negative thought becomes more powerful in the person's life, in your life, between both of you. So that is the immaculate concept is a positive thought about every positive thought, positive feeling, you can say that. Positive feeling, positive thought, positive words, positive action. That is all immaculate concept. In expression, everywhere I move. What is meaning of I move? I move means wherever my thoughts go, wherever physically go, wherever my feelings go, that I move. Because you're moving in your 4 bodies everywhere. Not only physical body. Now I am full of joy. So that is the point, full of joy. For now I am the full expression of divine love. The other meaning of love, divine love, is joy. Please know that when you are in joyful, you have divine love. That is the other meaning of that. So I think these words will become more clear to you as you give them with more conscious attention, more with detailed understanding, and ask your heart self to explain the meaning of these words. So we don't do that in a hurry. So that is the first decree. Okay, Jay, let's go to the next one. Item, next decree. Yeah, next one is decree 5.00. This is the 6 mighty cosmic calls. So these are 6 calls. These were given by also in a lady master. They're very powerful. Why calls? They did not say prayers. All calls. What is the difference between call and a prayer? Calls are like authority, with power, with commanding. That is the difference. They are not, mushy mushy, like saying something like, like I'm sorry, like somebody who's a beggar. It's not like that. I gave that. I will give only one time through, but you can give it 3 times each. You'll still watch my tone. Unfailing light of God, I am calling your perfection into action in me now. Unfailing light of God, I am calling your perfection into action in this organization now. Unfailing light of God, I am calling your perfection into action on the earth now. This is I given one time. You can say in this organization now. You can say in my home now, in my family now, in my corporation now, in my company now, in my society now. So you can say that instead of organization, you can say in, whatever your group that you are part of that you're having difficulty, dealing with. So that is the meaning of that. Item 2, the blazing light of God in the fullness of his power is victorious now. The blazing light of God. The word blazing is very important. Blazing light of God in the fullness of his power. Another word is fullness of his power is victorious now. So how you give that with power, with victory consciousness, is going to happen that whatever you say is going to manifest in your life right then, right the very instant. That's the point that I want to communicate. Item 3. Mighty Arcturus, thou Elohim of God, descend with the light of 1,000 suns to transmit all human selfishness and discord on the earth now. Who is Arcturus is a Elohim of the violet flame. So he is a Elohim, the 7 Elohims. So he's a Arcturus is a Elohim of the violet color, which transmutes every darkness. Violet flame does that. All human selfishness and discord on the earth now. Visualize you are sitting inside the earth globe. Have a globe in front of you if you want to have that. Put your hand on around the globe or up and down, however you want to do like this, like this, So visualize that. That is very important. Why? You are commanding energies, you are co-creating with Brahma. You are co-preserving with Vishnuji. You are destroying the negativity of darkness, which is a human selfishness is a darkness in all discord, within and without on the earth now. Now is very important word. Item 4. The light of God never fails, and the beloved mighty I am presence is that light. This is a key word. I am presence is I am that I am. Brahmasmi. You are God incarnate. That is why you can say that the light of God never fails. When God creates, the will of God will happen. And the beloved mighty I am presence is that light. I am presence in your light is that light. I am that I am. It's a reminder to you, to everyone. Number 5, we speak to all misqualified energy. Now, when we speak, that energy goes, it doesn't go in vain. This is the command. Now you are saying that command. You have no power. Your day is done. In God's name, I am be thou dissolved and transmuted into light, illumination, and love forever. See, say that with authority. You have no power. You have no power. You can repeat that. You have no power. Anything that's bothering you, you can say you have no power. Now the number 6. Because the vacuum has been created, now you want to fill up the vacuum with this light. Number 6. The unlimited hosts of light now move with lightning speed around the whole world, and all human shadows melt away before God's love. So see that these are 6 calls as a co-creator, you, as a co-preserver, you, as a co-destroyer of negativity, you. And you, the more you give that with harmony, with peace and love and understanding, compassion, with visualization, you will feel the result within and without. So that is the next one. J, next one, please. Number invoking protection, 10.30. Yeah, this is the next decree for protection. Now, we always do decrees for protection. This is decree to beloved Surya. So this is the preamble. I'm going to give it once. You have been giving this decree many times. So this decree, is very, very easy to give, very simple, very powerful to give. Okay, preamble. Beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in me, my very own beloved Holy Christ self, Holy Christ self of all mankind, beloved Surya, legions of white fire and blue lightning from Sirius, beloved Guru Maya Lanello, the entire spirit of the great white brotherhood and the word mother, elemental life, fire, air, water, and earth, in thy name, by and through the magnetic power of the immortal Victoria, threefold flame of truth within my heart and the heart of God in the great central sun, I decree. So where you gave it this decree, you know that one, then the refrain, then two, then the refrain, then three, then the refrain, then four, then the refrain, and then we say and in full faith. That's how it is. Together. Out from the sun flow the dazzling bright, blue flame, rivers of flash and diamond light. Serene and pure is the love, holy radiance from God above. Come, 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 Surya dear, by the flame dissolve all fear. Give to each one security in the bonds of purity. Flash of fame to me, make and keep me ever free. Surya dear, beloved one, from the mighty central sun, in God's name to thee we call. Take dominion over all. Come, 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 Surya dear, by the flame dissolve all fear, give to each one security, in the bonds of purity, flash of fame to me, make and keep me ever free. Out from the heart of God you come, serving to make us now all one. Wisdom and honor do you bring, making the very soul to sing. Come, 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 Surya dear, by the flame dissolve all fear, give to each one security, in the bonds of purity, flash of fame to me, make and keep me ever free. Surya, dear beloved one, from our faith then now is won, victory's garment of invisible gold, our soul's great triumph to ever uphold. Come, 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 Surya, dear, by the flame dissolve all fear, give to each one security, in the bonds of purity, flash of fame to me, make and keep me ever free. Now, I want to make a one footnote that the Surya is not the same as you see the sun over there. The Surya is a master from the God star Sirius. I can see at night. You can find more about the Sirius star on Google. If you find out or TSL Encyclopedia, you can go there and you can find out this Sirius. You can do and in full faith, or you can do it at the end. At the next decree is uh, invoking violet fire. Decree 5.02. Okay, can display that one. Decree 5.02, lovely God presence, I am in me. Yeah, thank you. So this is a violet flame decree. This is again, this is violet color, violet flame, violet light is the violet law, is the seventh color. Seventh is the color of the soul, seat of the soul chakra. This is the color that Saint Germain. We talked about them. We talk about Arcturus, Elohim. This is very, very important. Violet colored knowledge of the violet flame, as you know, that is a color of transmutation, freedom, bathing, it bathes us from negativity and free us, brings us freedom, from all the worries and issues and problems of our life that sometimes bother us. Okay, together. Lovely God, presence, I am in me. Hear me now, I do decree, bring to pass each blessing for which I call upon the Holy Christ, self of each and all. That valor for a freedom roll, round the world to make all whole, saturate the earth and its people too, with increasing Christ radiance shining through. I am this action from God above, sustained by the hand of heaven's love, transmuting the causes of discord here, removing the cause so that none do fear. I am the full power of freedom's love, blazing all earth to heaven above. Valor for now blazing bright, in living beauty is God's own light, which right now and forever sets about myself and all life, eternally Venus and immense perfection. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Some of you might be thinking why I cannot do this decree very fast. So even you do this decree slowly, it's all right to do slowly, with deliberately each word. And as you become more familiar with the wordings, it will become naturally, you'll pick up the speed. So don't force yourself to go fast other than at your normal speed here you are. And you'll feel that awareness coming to you, you become more and more conscious, of and the speed and tone and everything else. Next one, J, I am pure, decree item G, decree 40.06. This is beautiful decree also. I am I am means God in me is pure. I am that which is pure, you know that. But we are affirming that in our chakras, in our being, in our cells, in our atoms, our electrons. I am pure. So I'm going to give this only one time. So by God's desire from on high, accepted now as our drawn nigh, like falling snow with star fire glow. Thy blessed purity thus bestow is gift of love to me. I am pure, pure, pure by God's own word. I am pure, pure, pure of fiery sword. I am pure, pure, pure to this adored. Descend and make me whole. Blessed Eucharist, fill my soul. I am the light. Oh, mold me in the fount so bright. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. I won't explain the meaning of the last paragraph, second line. Blessed Eucharist, fill my soul. Eucharist is the word for the, the, the the essence of light that comes to us, when we, Eucharist, blessed Eucharist, fill my soul. Eucharist is a light, prasad, we can say that we receive from our higher self, as a gift of light comes to us. That's, you can, however you want to call that, prasad or gift or light or drop of light or drop of, liquid light or ruby light, whatever you want to say, that fill my soul, bring me to peacefulness. So that is the word that's about that. Last decree is the fiat of the Lord, decree 70.03. This is another one. This is by Saint Germain. You can give that as many times each. Fiat is a word which is like a see, sometimes we take cold, we put kerosene oil or something, we ignite that. Sometimes we have hot coal. When we are ready to give a fiery decrease, we do not need to start our motor. We are very. This is the end. When we have decrease, we have given so many decrees. You are already blazing with light, with energy. So it's called fiat. It becomes very powerful. It's like burning. Your heart is like burning desire, burning coal. It doesn't need to be started. So fiat is a word for heart on fire that can give just like that, very simple sentence. Like it's not a decree, long decree, it's just a one sentence. You can say that like this. Let the fiat of the Lord be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord Saint Germain be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord Archangel Michael be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord Moria El be with me. Let the fiat of the Lord my God be with me. What is the fiat again? Let the fiat of Lord be with me. Let the energy of that God that I'm capable of holding be with me right now. So you are actually claiming that light from the Master. He gives you to you as a as a Eucharist of light, as a gift of light. So you feel His presence in increment by increment. So that is, now we have the closing, Jay. Then we can have the closing and then sealing on the matrix. Can you go back to the matrix? Closing, yeah, okay. Item I, we do the closing and then we do the sealing. We can give it together. And in full faith, I constantly accept this manifest, manifest, manifest. And in full faith, I constantly accept this manifest, manifest, manifest. And in full faith, I constantly accept this manifest, manifest, manifest. Right here and now with full power, eternally sustained, all powerfully active, ever expanding and word enfolding until all are wholly ascended in the light and free. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. His word were very carefully chosen by masters. You can see that how they're placed, eternally sustained, all powerfully active, ever expanding, So these are the words that you utter from your mouth, they precipitate, they become, they happen. Now the sealing, last part you want to do the sealing. Item J. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and in the name of my heart self, I call for the multiplication of the decrees I have invoked today, multiplied by all dispensation given to us by the ascended master. I call for the sealing of these the energies by Archangel Michael, so that nothing of the human or darkness may ever misqualify them. I ask that these energies be used according to God's will in my life and lives of all individuals, worlds without and home. Amen. And then I have a request that please log in your time each day as you have been on WhatsApp after doing your decrees. So that is so that Poonam can take them at the end of the month and then we offer them to the masters. So this is really the menu matrix. As I said, I will be sending it to Poonam and she will post it today. You can start giving it as early as tomorrow. So, and now I think I'm looking at the clock. I think I made my announcement. I have two announcements for the month of August. I will be still in, I'm in America traveling. So I will not be giving the Sunday decrees, Sunday sessions that like this one until the end of when I return back to India on, I think the date is, I'm returning on September 6th. So September 10th is really then the Sunday that we'll have the Sunday meeting. But in the meantime, Jay will be doing the wall of flame session on Tuesdays, 6 to 8 a.m. every Tuesday, starting this coming Tuesday, day after tomorrow. So we'll have the wall of flames decrease going on every Tuesday. And I will come back and again, and actually my last session will be on August 27th before the before I, before I go to India. So August 27th is Sunday. We'll offer these decrees also as you are giving, and then I go to on September 10th, as I mentioned. So these are we have new timing for August for September 10th. I think we have the same timing as we had before, from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Is that Poonam correct? 10 to 11:30?
जी सर
Yeah, 10 to 11:30 a.m. That will be some September 10th onwards. But on August 27th, we'll have the same timing, 4 to 6 p.m. time we have. So that's all I want to make my announcements now. I'll open up now for the questions. So you can please raise your hand, in the and Jay and Poonam can see that. And I think let's have some question. And I'm sorry, you have questions and suggestions and comments and everything else from you. I'll give you as much time as you like. Anji Akashi,
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Anji, you're audible. Akashi, yeah. Well, कैसे आप?
Sir, I wanted to. Yes, hi, sir. Hi, everyone. Sir, I wanted to ask that the long meditation of Saint Germain, which was shared by you about 1 week or more than 1 week back, just about between 1 to 2 weeks back, is a very intense meditation. And since it is also new because it has so much of like the terms which are used are very deep. So will it be okay if we can have one session on that? Even do it if it is also advisable by the council, I mean the Summit Lighthouse. Even do it together eventually.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Akashi. I will do that. It's a shorter version. I think there are two versions of that. One is a very long. So I'll see how I can make a shorter version for us to do probably within an hour, not more than an hour. So we can have some, yeah. I think very good suggestion. It's very worthwhile to do that. Appreciate your suggestion.
Thank you.
and
Any other questions, comments, suggestions? रने जी कुछ कहना चाहती हैं आप?
जेपी सर धन्य जी
दोबारा कहना please. I missed it.
Yes, sir. It's very important for me to tell everybody that I managed to meet you in America and spend 2 days with you, 2 very fruitful days where we had some great interaction. And also, sir took me around to see where all he spent his growing up years and all the beautiful areas of Washington. And it was my privilege. And it was just meant to be. I had no such plans. I just last minute called up sir and said, is it okay? He was just back from his conference. So I had the great honor of being with him. So I think it's important for everyone to know that I was the blessed soul.
It was meant to be that way, God's timetable, and I enjoyed
Yes, sir.
myself, being there. And I mean, it's like anyway, I don't go to Washington very often, as you know that when I come from India. I'm kind of, we live in Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington.
Yes.
But so that allowed me to go to and revisit a lot of places that normally I don't. So thank you for being the instrument of taking me to Washington also.
Absolutely believe that it was designed by the masters. I went with the instinct. And I think that's how everything is destined to be. And I think it was a very, very nice time I had.
Thank you
India
again.
mein to mil nahi pate, sir. You never have time in India. That's the problem. That's why I said, I said, okay, now let's catch sir over here.
Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely. I think, well, now we know that you can come to Delhi and I can go to Chandigarh, and I think
Yes, sir.
hopefully,
Yes,
spend some more time.
yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I think
सर राजकुमारी जी कुछ कहना चाहती हैं।
Anjay.
राजकुमारी जी कुछ कहना चाहती हैं।
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी। हम लोग जो डिक्रीज करते हैं, कैन यू हियर मी सर?
Yeah, I can hear you.
या सो आई वाज सेइंग कि हम लोग जो डिक्रीज करते हैं उनमें डोंट यू थिंक दैट because everything what I feel is what I understand is everything begins from the heart. Na? When the heart is balanced, heart is full of love, then only other things one can proceed to other things. So koi bhi, don't you think that it is important to balance the heart chakra first, and that way is like do heart chakra ka decrease first, and when you feel that that is now taken care of, then proceed to other kinds of degrees, other decrease of other chakras, other
Yeah,
ways.
that's true. That's what we did, like meditation on Buddha, sacred fire breath,
Hmm.
in the
Hmm.
those are the breathing exercises are from the heart also. I think also Buddha meditation and or singing, that's like when we do our services, we also have a meditation Durga Ma like we did today. So it's very important because uh, sometimes, as you said, as as everybody knows that also, that when we come from the world with energies like that, then we are not. That's why Om is chanting of Om is really the highest vibration that carries it, calm the heart energy down. So I think threefold flame can look at that way, or Om, or heart meditation, as Akashi said. These are the
So
yeah.
what I am asking is that all the decrees in one session belong to the pink ray. जैसे हमारे सेशंस में डिफरेंट रेज का डिक्री है ना,
Yeah,
डिफरेंट
I
डिफरेंट
see.
चक्रास का डिक्रीज,
I can do that.
मुझे ऐसा,
Please go ahead.
बिकॉज आई वाज डूइंग, हाँ जी, डिक्रीज कर रही थी तो सडनली आई रियलाइज दैट my heart is still not balanced, so why should I move ahead? इसलिए मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ.
What you can do is see the decrease matrix that is for just one matrix, one matrix for standard. I won't say standard, but one matrix, But if for the students who are advanced in our group who have been decreeing for many years, or many months, they can take the decrease on heart chakra, on pink decrease only, and do that for as long as they want. Or they can do decrease for yellow colors, I can do decrease for as long as they want it to. I was doing that yesterday. I heard it lecture that decrease 60.00, which is a resurrection. I said resurrection is when the 3-4 flame is balanced. Next thing is they start spinning in a clockwise direction. And that is the another one. He said, well, this person, I was listening to his lecture, I think I sent to everyone also, He said he did that decrease 60.00 33 times for many years. 33 times in each time. For many years he did that. And someone asked me, what did you feel after that? And he was saying that he was able to become more poised, be more peaceful, more calmer, more listener, more this. So I think what you were saying is true. Heart chakra decrease or I think 60.00 decrease are also particularly that one. That direction is connected with the 3-4 flame. So you do decrease for the 3-4 flame 20.03 and 20.03 plus 60.00 in that combination. Balance the 3-4
Okay.
flame in me 20.03 and then you
100.
do 60.00. Those only two yellow decrease in combination. You feel the
Hmm.
difference. But you can also, as you said, you can do love decrease alone, only love decrease. Only and I can do them for half an hour or for a whole day or something. You feel the soothing or the calming effect on your heart, And I think these are the very good, personal experiences to write in your own diary. If you have it, called diary, called my Christhood or my Krishna consciousness, or my spiritual growth, however you want to call that diary's name, you can write it down and how this decree made a difference, how is it making, how you're becoming more connected with your heart. And those will be something that you can share in your group with your friends also. It's very, very good suggestion. I will do something like that in the future. Maybe after I already done for August, maybe in September when I make a matrix, I will try to do that. Maybe put more pink decrease, Rajkumari ji, in that
Yeah.
September matrix.
Because, Hanji sir, because a few days back I realized that my heart is not balanced yet. I'm not able to forgive people that easily. Still, I'm not able to love people who have done me wrong. Still, maybe I don't know, maybe I have become immune to that, but I have not been able to love them back. So I thought I should be doing more of heart chakra and let it balance. Then only I can move ahead. Otherwise, I can't move ahead because that part is still not healed.
If I may say that, I think that is true. And one way to look at it, that you have a three plumes, right? If the pink plume is short, they have to be the same size. If one of the plume is shorter than the other, it's going to bring the other two plumes also make it shorter. They have to be three balanced. So I think what you're saying is, yeah, if you feel that love, you want to do more love dishes, as you said, and so that love can increase, then it can balance. But also, I think forgiveness part is, I think you have 2 degrees for forgiveness, Wall flame, 70.6,
Hanji sir.
70.16, and we all have that. I have that. I have the issues also. So I catch myself, okay, I'm not able to forgive. Maybe I should do more Wall flame decrease, Wall flower in folders, Wall of fire in folders, that degree, or I am forgiveness acting here, that's also degree. We have two forgiveness
Yeah, I
decrees
do
like
that, sir. Heart, and these forgiveness decrees I've been doing. I
Anjali.
started doing like more of them. So I thought I'll ask you if I am on the right path.
Yeah, I think it's good to really observing ourselves, making a note of ourselves, where what we need. And I think this is, if I may say that, I think it's really dialogue with our Atma and soul. But that the Atma tells us, you have to do this decree, you have to do more hard decrees, you have to do this, and it's a dialogue. We are beginning to listen to our sixth sense, our silent voice, our Atma's voice, and that is very good sign. So it's really, to me, it's a melting of the hardness of heart. So we can have a dialogue with our Atma once again, and we always has. So I think, yeah, it's good thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Poonam.
Any other comment, question, suggestion?
GP sir,
No, sir. Thank you.
GP सर आप कुछ कह रहे थे?
मैंने कहा थैंक यू. नो क्वेश्चन सर.
Okay.
ठीक है.
सर
I think no comment, no question that can you call it a day?
जी
Yes,
सर
sir.
कुछ नहीं.
Can you seal it, sir, please?
we can say, yeah, okay. Would you be kind enough, Jay? Would
Sir,
you
can
like
you
me?
seal it today, sir? Thank you.
I will. Thank you. All right. Okay. So thank you all of you. I'm going to say a sealing prayer, and thank you all of you. And we'll be. I think I will be with you again on August 20. I'll be there with you on Wall Film session, by the way. But this kind of Sunday session, I'll be there with you on later in August 27th, that Sunday. But I'll be joining with Wall Film session that Jay will be hosting that. In the name of the I am that I am, we thank you, beloved masters of the great white brother, beloved Chananda, beloved Master Moria, beloved Guruma Lanelo, beloved Gautama Buddha, Lord of the world. We thank you, every master, every angel, every cosmic being, every elemental, for being part of this Antakrana, for showing everyone, enlightening everyone, blessing everyone from whatever their needs are, beloved Mother Durgama. We thank you for your presence of the Ruby Ray teaching that you gave us, and that we be with everyone, show them everyone whatever they need, and help them everyone to overcome their difficulties, their challenges, all kind of challenges, job related, money related, relationship related, health ship related, health issues related, and anything else that can be transmuted, and show them how to deal with them through the science of the spoken word, giving this decrease in the full empowerment of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Archangel Michael, please come forth now and seal this decrease in everyone's heart, so that nothing of the human or darkness may ever misqualified. In the holy name of God, I am that I am. It is done. It is finished. It is sealed, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. Om. Amen. Thank you all. God bless you, and we'll be together in time in a Sunday Master retreat. Is probably going to be 6 o'clock over there at night, so time for people to go to bed pretty soon. God bless you, Pradeep ji. Thank you, and God bless you, all of you. Have a nice evening. Take care. Bye bye.